Welcome back to Building at the Woods. We're at the Hazelwood project. We started the framing on the basement and we're making good progress. If you've never seen a house being built from scratch, stay tuned for the next 4 or 5 episodes. We'll show you the structure and how that goes up. In this episode, we're actually showing you more of the walls going up in the basement and just getting ready for that first floor system. Well, we're getting some walls put up here in the basement. Last night, the kids helped me tip this wall up right here. And so I need to tie that into the opposite wall just to get it nice and stable. And then we'll be building some interior walls here today. Behind this wall, we've got just some utility rooms. There's going to be a staircase that goes up to the next level right here. Eventually we're making room for a bathroom, mechanical room back there in the back, yeah, and then just some storage rooms over here.
Chegou o grande dia, chama toda a família, avós, primos e primas, Natal, que maravilha. Eu queria que fosse assim todo dia. O melhor presente é tua companhia.
Well, it's turning out to be just an absolutely beautiful day. And Heather's going to be able to come help me for a while.
Work on this corner.
Well, this corner right here? Alrighty. See how long my kids let me actually help you.
Todos sentados à mesa, prato cheio, ai que beleza. Pai, mãe, tios e tias, Natal, que fantasia. Eu queria que fosse assim todo dia. O melhor presente é tua companhia. Quero um Feliz Natal todo dia. Quero um Feliz Natal, tua companhia. Quero um Feliz Natal todo dia. Quero um Feliz Natal, Feliz Natal.
Alright?
Well, Heather came out and helped me today, and we got this front wall built, stood up, all the way around the corner where it ties into the bedroom side of the house. Over here, I made a mistake. I actually just framed up studs as if I was going to do a wall, not thinking, oh yeah, I want to take advantage of the daylight that could come into this room by having some windows here. So I'm having to cut the studs out, and I'll frame in a window. It's a pretty easy fix.
De noite você se foi, não pude entender. Será que é sempre tão difícil saber o que fazer? Às vezes penso em ficar só, e então você me telefona. Procuro dentro dos seus olhos
So the next thing I have to do here is work on my top plate here. I'm gonna cut something to length and then punch some holes in the board right where these bolts come up out of the concrete. We'll put the plate down, put a washer on top, a nut on top of that. That'll hold that thing nice and solid. All right, let's go put it in. One of the things that is inconsistent about how we did our hold downs in this building, some of the bolts actually stick up about 4 inches above the concrete. Others only stick up about 2 inches. Part of it is that we're just rookie concrete people. We didn't talk amongst ourselves to decide exactly how high we wanted the bolts to be out of the concrete. And anyway, not a big deal. The shaft is 10 or 12 inches long, so it's bedded down in the concrete really deep. It'll be fine. So now we just have a situation where sometimes we put our washer and nut on the bottom plate, and then sometimes we put it on the top plate. In this case, it's a top plate situation, so that's what we're doing. Okay, now we got those bolts in. Next thing to do is lay out our studs and cut those to length. While I was working on the front wall, Kyle was working on the opposite side of the building. He's working on a small pony wall that will support the I-joists of the floor system. Looks like you're nailing it today.
Haha. Oh goodness, that's I don't know if that's witty. I would call that dad humor. You know, for a building big, this is sure is a small wall.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm into tiny house construction. Well, we're getting close to being ready to put on a floor system. We've got some headers that need to go in. We've got a few more interior walls. We've got a beam that's got to be located right across the middle, bisecting this room. That beam is going to be really heavy. It's 3 LVLs that are 18 inches tall and 36 feet long. Well, I just finished dropping in a whole bunch more studs. I've got an interior wall that needs to be framed up, so I'm going to get after that. doing very good. It's okay. It'll do fine until we get the ram set over here. All right, with that wall up, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on this other side. Build a wall that comes out from that wall, right along that line, and then I'll tie the two together. I'm gonna try to nail this nail down into the concrete. The concrete's only about a week and a half old, and this is a special concrete nail. We'll see if I can make it happen. One for the good guys. All right. Okay, so the thing I really need help with is I need to measure from this board right here to that board right there.
Okay.
And so I'm going to grab another ladder.
Now, you don't grab another ladder. Yeah, hook me up.
Alright, you can try that. She's trying to be creative here.
Think outside the box.
Hey, get it up there.
No, you get up on your ladder, so you're not wiggling the tape.
Okay. Can't be wiggling the tape. Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
You don't need to pull hard.
I'm trying to make it tight.
You don't need to do that. You're gonna pull it out.
I'm trying to pull. Maybe I should do that. Sure? Oh my goodness.
You're pulling it.
Sorry, I'm supposed to be.
Not so tight. Come back my way.
I can't. Then the tape isn't straight.
Give me some slack.
I'm giving you slack.
There you
Oh
go.
my goodness.
Good grief.
Alright, you got it?
Yes.
Okay, 177 low store. 177. I still think you need a ladder so that you can hold the board up there as I'm nailing. Good.
Like a glove. It's done. We're one step closer.
All right, so Next question. There were quite a few questions that I had about this stage of the project. Where would the stairs come down? How wide would the doors be over here? How much landing space would we have? We weren't really going by the plan in here because I had widened the staircase just to give it a little bit more of a roomy feel. And we weren't really sure about how much space we needed to turn at the bottom, but we wanted it to not feel crowded. So we sat there quite a bit of time just kind of talking about how the feel should be and how much space we should leave. What walls we should put up, what walls we could wait on putting up until later. We have to put headers in here to carry the floor. So we have to put kings and jacks and that kind of stuff in. Right.
I'm saying
For this wall, we absolutely can put that.
okay. Just so that we maybe will have a hill for.
After the staircase gets built. Besides, when the kids slide down, have a ramp that comes down the stairs, they need a runway,
Yeah, with the mattress.
Just feels different. Don't get me wrong, 36 inches is a great size door. I would have chosen to do a 4-foot and leave it open. But the downside to that is, if you want to keep noise out of the basement, traveling upstairs.
You don't want the door.
So it's your final answer.
My final answer. A door and a door.
Well, I think I've got all of the interior walls up that I'm going to do right now. I do have an interior wall that's required over here in this section of the building. Well, if I can get my finger to point in the right direction. I've got a wall that needs to go up in this section of the building right here. It is going to be behind a staircase. And I'm deferring that wall until I actually build the staircase to know how much depth I need for the stairs. So just haven't done that math yet. Otherwise, it's looking really good. The tops have all been double plated except for a corner down here, over here. And I'm going to work on that next. The reason that has been left to the very end is that's where I had my transit set up, and I didn't want to mess with it. Having it there all the time gave me a solid reference point each day as I was building these walls. I just have to finish that up, put those 3 walls together, and all my walls are done. All right, so one of the things that we have to do before we can roll BCIs is put a beam pocket in this wall and in the wall on the other side of the building. So the beam is actually going to go right up there, and you can kind of see, I think, the midpoint and where I've marked that the beam is going to sit in the wall. So I need to make kind of a U-shape receiving area for the 3 LVLs that we're going to drop into there. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this stud that's here, we'll move it to the side, and then we'll put some cripples in there, some shorter studs that will actually support the weight of the beam. Well, we've got our beam pockets put up, so that's ready. We're also working on all these headers. Karen's cutting headers, and we're installing those so that the wall can support weight.
Achei que tudo rolava em sintonia no seu coração. Quem diz se é certo ou errado? Tudo acontece por uma razão. Vamos pouco a pouco, nada de loucuras. Só assim a gente vai saber.
Well, we're getting our floor joists delivered today. I hear them coming down the road. Let's see what we got. It's really cool how they've developed this offloading machine so they can run big long packages down a driveway and they don't have to back a 40-foot trailer. So the long batch that's on here is in the master bedroom, and the short batch is part of our main floor. So what this is a package that explains how the engineer is expecting these BCIs to be laid out on the floor. That's a good thing to have. As much as I want to just tear into these packages of BCIs and start rolling stuff out, I really can't. I need to take the truck and make another run up to the lumber yard. I am totally out of framing nails, so that's first thing on my list. But also I'm going to pick up some of the decking that goes with it. Stay tuned in our next video. I'll show you that load of decking that we're going to get. We'll be putting the floor on. We'll be hanging that beam, maybe even get to the staircase. It's so exciting because things are really starting to move pretty fast around here. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.